TIFU by inviting a Tinder match over. Technically, it happened last night, but I, 21F, matched with someone, 26M, on Tinder last night. We started chatting and I thought it'd be nice to meet, but I didn't want to meet last night. He kept pushing, and eventually, around 10 p.m., I said whatever, come over, we can watch movies, see what happens. The whole night was awkward. He drank a couple beers he brought with him and I sat on the couch with him, but he seemed too nervous to make a move and I was fine with that because after meeting him in person I wasn't that interested. We talked, and it was okay. I kept putting on movies, hoping that he'd sober up and go home. He never made a move on me really, besides the fact that instead of talking to me he asked if I wanted to make out via Snapchat even though we were sitting right next to each other, and then asked if I wanted to lay down at 3 a.m. when I had gotten off the couch to go to the bathroom, then decided to sit on the beanbag after, so maybe he'd get the hint I wanted him to go. Nope, it's currently 10 a.m. the next day. He's still asleep on my couch and I don't know what to do cause I want him to leave. I've been quietly creeping around my own apartment waiting for him to wake up and head out cause I don't know him that well and I don't want to wake him up. I literally slept on my beanbag in the living room with him on the couch to avoid any potential misunderstanding or him wanting to come to my bedroom with me. I'm so uncomfortable, and I regret caving in and letting him come in the first place. Now I'm sitting in my bedroom, still waiting for him to get up and go. TLDR, I invited a Tinder date match Iverson after he pressured me to. Now he's still asleep on my couch after a very awkward night. ETA, I woke him up and said I needed him to leave so I could get some stuff done, and he had me walk him out and asked for a hug, which I gave him. And he wants to hang out again.
ETA 2, after he officially left, I messaged saying I'd like to cut things off as I wasn't interested, and he just said alright, and I made sure to unaddressed hi from Tinder and Snapchat a feel bad, embarrassed smiley face.
I don't get the idea of inviting strangers to your place as a first meeting. People trying to go missing out here.
Next time, meet your date at a neutral place.
You're too nice. Sometimes it's okay, just bluntly ask someone to leave.
You didn't tell him anything based on your story.
You really need to work on your assertiveness and ability to set boundaries if you want to invite strangers into your house. This could have gone a lot worse for you.
This, kids, is why you meet up with someone in a nice public place before you invite them round. Lesson learned up.
When someone is already at your house, the appeasing behavior is okay because you never know when awkwardness can turn to something like entitlement or anger, and top priority should be getting them out of the house safely. But you should absolutely understand that for 99% of people, inviting someone to your home implies that you may well be okay with things going further. Even if in your mind that isn't the intention. Letting someone into your home, male or female, is an escalation of intimacy, and that's why it's generally reserved for after you've met a person at least once, but ideally more times, in a public setting. Just because dating and meeting is quick and easy on apps doesn't mean that dropping your reasonable guard should be you caving to someone you just met online when they've no way of finding you or doing anything other than being salty is a bad sign. You should work on looking for early signs like being overly pushy, not reading cues, especially with online dating. I don't mean to judge harshly. This more so comes from a place of understanding what people want and are willing to do for hookups, hangouts. But I've seen a derivative of this exact scenario so many times on Reddit and other social media. Good interpersonal judgment is a skill like any other. And until you feel you can be more assertive in the least dangerous phase, learning, interacting through text, you should probably take a step back from casually meeting people. At best, acquiescing to repeated asks is going to make people wonder if you're doing so out of nervousness or actual want. And at worst, it'll get you into horrible scenarios with people that can't or won't read cues to get what they want. I hope this helps, and I'm glad this chud left you be with only an awkward hug. Just be safe, because his personality lends itself to potentially harassing you, especially with what he'll deem mixed signals. And now he's got your address.
I never understood how can people just invite random strangers over.
Make out via Snapchat. Wait, what? How do you do it? Do you kiss the screen or caress the fingerprint sensor? It's very sensitive. XD.
At least he picked up on you not being interested. He was halfway there in his head. Haha, should have just taken the hint and left, but guys are dumb. Source M1. To be fair, I awkwardly slept over at a girl's house many times, and now she's my partner of 8 years. Haha.
And now we are never going to do this again, right? Right?
Bruh, you shouldn't be on dating apps if you invite someone over and can't tell them to leave, fam. That's insane. How is it possible to have zero self-awareness? I have to agree with some of the posters here. Never invite a stranger to your house. Meet at a bar or coffee shop and have someone you know and trust nearby, just in case he's needed. You're playing a risky game. Take care. Just tell the dude to head out. Alright, I had fun, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I'm going to sleep. I mean, he's probably too scared to make a move, because nowadays if a guy makes a move they have sex. Girl goes, nah, I didn't like him. Reports rape, and boom, to jail he goes. Why dis you let a stranger into your home? Never bring someone you've never met into your own house for a first date. You got lucky this time, but the next one could be a serial killer. I hope he also posts his side of events on Reddit. In his defense, he took that well.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.